It's gentlemen, wherever you are, welcome to Dipo Stadium here in Ijebu, the home soil of this all-right match day 5 fixture, where both sides know it's a determination of a match day 5 fixture, where both sides know it's a determination of a decisive one, which will determine where the log of the table will surely be for the two sides after the 90 minutes of this game. Sapphire will have the slide of hope after seeing one of the trusted men returns back to starting lineup, but major injury, a big concern for Sapphire ahead of this game. But nevertheless, it's a push of a belief that there is still something good to come out of this game. It was a 2-2 draw between Int'l and Pro City that opens this group in Group A, widely hoping for a better opportunity for the Red side to get their qualification. Ijebu Tigers confirmed eliminated out of Group B. Actually, Valiant FC as well are out automatically. So it's left over for the next 4 teams who surely have the right to fight for the position after confirming beyond qualification, finishing top of the table. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy one of the best of football on Monday evening like this. We go straight to the lineup of the Sapphire facing Dino Sport Club. Goalkeeper still remain their trusted number 1 since they taking charge as the interim coach, Godwin Ijebu. With the number 30 jersey as the goalkeeper for today's game. I wonder why the sort of correction is coming from Victor. Welcome and know what the jersey number of Godwin Ijebu is. From his Matabuchi will play from the left-hand side. Ibrahim from the right. Two centre-back pairing will be Victor Bina alongside Emmanuel Lesami. In the middle of the area, a big one to see David Okan returns to the starting lineup alongside Alade Akifewa, Daniel Int'l and Promise to make a 2 center forward. It's a 4-4-2 formation, and that formation possibly should be a positive one. A formation of a right hope of a massive attack, massive defense as well. Seeing Chinedu Onyecheka alongside Savio Tapa leads the attack for Sapphire. For Dino Sport Club, their goalkeeper for today's game is Toriola Ahmed. Christian Uwachuku from the right. John Paul Johnson with 14 jersey. Joseph Ubam with 6 jersey. Abu Bashir Adams with 5. In the middle of the area is Fabian Sivanos. Adamu Terungwa with 20 jersey. Agada with 18. Henry Madbuko with 22 jersey. And 2 center forward is Daniel Epiong alongside Samuel Obodo to lead the attack for Dino Sport Club in this game. The center referee, it's 4:05 p.m. here in Nigeria, and wherever you are, kicks off to see it's the best time for you to enjoy grassroots football. We await the center referee to kickstart this game officially and let this battle be on the way. Left side to have the best of their thirds with their trusted legs on the field of play. To the decisive game that will surely determine and decide where the position of these two teams will be at the end of the 90. All hands in decks as Dino Sport Club leads us an attack in the blue, and blue. Louis Tian, who is as well in his blue Dino Sport, has been here for the Dino Sport Club, who will surely be putting the best of concentration of support. Another man to watch in the video, no Bidemi Amale, still surprised to see that. Even on the substitution list, been sent by Bidemi Amale in the substitution list, surprised to see that again. One of the reliable man in the middle of the area who had a kind of influential display. Skillful and talented midfielder is making way for another fresh legs. Steve Rolo, Sobo Kalubu, Musa Akifewa, Junaid Ayomide, Olaleko Fagite, Adam Ismail, and Remle Kumbimei are the players on the substitution list for Sapphire in this game. There is a lot to be answered about the absence of Bidemi Amale in this game. The game that really matters to decide how the log of the table works this day. There is another lot of questions to be answered by the second of Sapphire, who is watching this eyeball to eyeball as well. It's one of the men I know who kind of high engine power room of Sapphire. There is a lot of delay. There will be questions to be answered later. But back to business. Inside the first 2 minutes, both sides have the best of the cage to see how they They just released themselves from the heart of football prison after seeing the confirmation that VOE secure the top place position in Group A. So they are both fighting for the runner-up position. The team will finish third on the log table. Looking for first, second, third, fourth. Just one team surely bow out, which is confirmed already in Group A. Villains FC are out, eliminated, and we have to watch the remainder of the TCCCUP from home. From Group B, confirmed Ijebu Tigers as well, automatically eliminated out with their poor runs of football so far this season. Another big test from the two centre back of the Sapphire in this game is the pairing of opener alongside Emmanuel Ileslami, allowing Promise Madabuchi to play from the left hand side and Amada Ayuba from the right. Tian here to fulfill the promise by getting the action pictures and commentary box. So widely open for bettiness. Demonstrating well towards this game. This is the third needs the best of their concentration and gets the job done. Before coming into this game, after Imperial, VOE, Villains, Broad City played their own match day 5 respectively yesterday. Confirmed Imperial seats, same point for Sapphire and Dino, alongside Broad City, where they both have 6 points each. And that is a show of a hard feelings. If this game ends in draw, it's still a favorable one for both sides. Sapphire and Dino, they will both finish second and third on the log table, depending on the goal difference. If this game ends in scorements. Still plenty of time to play in this game. Both sides are still carefully approaching this game. So we surely need the best of. Please need a concentration. Figure them out. Towards this game. I wonder what this young man had smoked this morning. From his own hand, it's morning. From here, we have evening. A lot of expectation and demonstration will surely be needed. Commitment. Hope to see the best side get the 3 points and they have the sheer spot at the end of things. Favorable weather to play football this evening. Looks so sunny. Still weather. Favorable for players that want to enjoy. Putting up on Soviet Topper alongside Chinedu and Jacob up front. They need to get the job done and do the needful from his own teammate. Two players expecting the ball in. Also with the best ball, the lead by the centre forward. Free kick given. Dino referee wants the free kick to be taken where the foul was committed. Starting with Victor Obina. And the recovery will be done by the right back who overlap to join the attack forward. Amda Ayuba. This way we will have the best of concentration to get the right of this game. They're building the team around every one of them to just make sure all players representing Sapphire are all valid on the field of play, not just on the man who started the season well, Bidemi Amale, and now they're gathering together to play as a team, Sapphire. No construction of just one leadership. One more game to go before the yellow tide period where we have to spend together. Mr. Victor to celebrate the victory of adopting 2025 war coming back of Sapphire family from day one of the TCC. Victor and Mr. May have done well to make sure the media aspect comes outright well for all the fans of Sapphire all through the whole universe. Getting access to watch live matches of Sapphire throughout the globe. This is another big win from the media aspect. Adopting well from Steme and Victor Christmas for campaign. Back to the field of play with 10 minutes of action play, still goalless. Dino are coming gradually forward to push forced into this game. Triple still rightly on this time. The foul is given by the referee and he's going for Sport Club's advantage for a throw. Rightly for Sport corner. Godwin Azubogu was exceptional in their match day 4 fixture against Imperial. After conceding the penalty and saved well by Godwin himself to settle the game. The goalless draw against Imperial away from home. First time visiting Imperial beautiful stadium. Able to pick a point away from home, Sapphire against Imperial in that game where they were very brilliant. A wasteful Sapphire was unable to get 3 points away from home. They return back on their home ground in hope of getting it right against Dino, who seems to be more smarter up front at the start of this game. Both teams are expecting a better expectation in a positive way. They will have the right of time to see how they deliver. It's a dangerous one. Ijebu, chance to score, and that is not just the right of a backheel pass to locate his own teammates after he shot dangerous back pass from the Dino centre back. Now well capitalized on by Ijebu and Ijebu. Sees the front of attack for Sapphire in this game. It looks promising, unable to be capitalized on by Chinedu Ijebu. Another lack of communication over there between Dina and his own right wing man. same team was currently leading the season where they lost 4 goals to 2. The second meeting is wow, this time by Ijebu, when he gets the ball, just for free kick, the whole back line. Quick interception. Time for goalkeeper to relieve himself with a pass still not accurately relieved by goalkeeper Godwin. Ijebu put his side back to another pressure. Even a key for Dino throw. Coming forward now with numbers of players arriving, but it's a cross that goes to the safe hand of goalkeeper Godwin. Goalkeeper Godwin, I believe he's having a busy first 15 minutes of this game. Sapphire, I get to test goalkeeper Toriola Ahmed in goal. There's another big goalkeeper in goal for Dino Sport Club. One of the longest serving goalkeeper there all through last season as well for Dino Sport Club. Still representing Dino well. Trusted number 1. It was as well part of the goalkeeper secured Int'l Super 8 for Sapphire. Slight of getting Int'l tickets. Won by Thomas Sport Club down. Second half of Nigerian football. Opportunity to shoot. Another hit of ball there from Daniel Enfield. It's not just the best of communication of ball between the two center back of the recent fans inside, almost put them into a big mess of conceding early. On the other hand, in Group B, coming live between Beyond Limit and Atlantic Business is as well goalless. Group B fixture between Beyond Limit and Atlantic Business, where we have another concentration of ball here. It is still Great Sapphire Senior, Dino Sport Club Neo, as grouping game, day 5 fixture. Game decide to finish as the runner-up after seeing a seal of confirmation authorized well by VOE. two teams after this game. There is a goal to report at the Remo Star Stadium between Limits and Int'l Business as Beyond Limits have put themselves in front inside 17 minutes as they lead Int'l Business by a goal to nil. From the other hand of the Group A fixture here, we have no goal to report. It's still goalless between Sapphire and Dino Sport Club. Both sides are patiently waiting for where the first goal of this game will come from. It's a fine finish of the ball back from the player will strike heavily well into the back of the net. Showing and they're campaigning as well for the NNLCG. They were able to get a win over Crown FC in the match with 4 fixtures of the NNL, talking of Beyond Limits. Last weekend, everyone intended in favor of Beyond Limits over Crown FC in the match with 4 fixtures of the NNL. Now against Int'l Business, the TCCCUP'26 last of the group game, leads by goal to nil. So the winning of the last of the group game, it's again naturally with the second of the table. Sapphire at the moment has still been goalless by the Dina. No shot on target here from the Sapphire side. One from Dino. By Ijebu. Sapphire were close to a threat of attack from a short back pass from the Dino Sport Club. Capitalized on by Chindo Yuzeka, the goalkeeper. Means the wrong pass of ball, which was well by the gathering numbers of the Dino will have to commit themselves back in their own backline territory. Going to be given for who has not really been operating right away from the middle. Half-time display on the full-back line. The Sapphire, who had really been wait by Dina was second for that. Some excellent ball on this time from Promise Madabuchi will commit himself forward now. Release for Chinedu. Back to Promise. Okun wants it. Okun gets it this time. We'll have to spread it to the right hand side. It's desperate to as well to have positive difference to possibly strike first in this game. They've not really been showing like a side who is ready to just score first in this game, as they've really been struggling up front to play in this game. The race of the side, since the referee flag is off for free kick. reaction on ball with communication from the interim coach of the Sapphire side. Still being satisfied with the way the boys have been pushing towards attacking the back line of Dino, which seems to be having less busy show of football. No call of a threat or penetration so far up front from the Sapphire players so far in this game. Dino spoke about having numbers of players warming up from the bench. From the top line for Abubakar Abdurrashid. Alongside Gerard Uzoma. Fine crossing into free header. But the flag is up and the diving as well is accurately done by goalkeeper. It looks scary. Aaron Madabuku was from an outside position. It was just a man of a better cross. Goalkeeper did absolutely well. While they call for an offside, make sure the diving was absolutely correct. Let's look at the replay of the incident of the offside call. It was the initial offside call. It was granted well by the assistant referee flag, the correct decision made. Good diving as well from Godwin. Make sure even if the call is not given, you have to make that accurate save for himself. You know what this young man is smoking. Smiling since the start of this game till now. There's a player still down at the moment, being attended to by the medics of the Sapphire. The call is still for Sapphire's advantage for an offside. Very Madabuku. At the moment, Alade Akifewa is the player injured. In case it's not something serious on the midfielder who seems not to. Nothing. Big blow, injury crisis continue to the decks of the Sapphire side. As a major key man keep getting injured in the game that really matters most. It's the last stage of the game, it seems it should be for Alade Akifewa. Surely making way for Junaid Ayomide. Very much the top section of the information rightly found. The production of Junaid Ayomide taking place of Sapphire will continue to deal with the injury crisis. Long distance effort from Dina. Now to the start. With the introduction of Junaid. Long ball in. Sapphire still playing with 10 men at the moment. Control. They need to make the quick changes. They are At the moment playing with 10 men due to injury to I can fail out to make tonight Ahmed's introduction to take the place of the injured I can fail out. Finally, the introduction is ready. We'll get some instructions as well from the head coach. It's taking the place of the injured Alade I can fail out tonight. 2018 to football. Need to change your week. After we start back once again for another quick of attack. Forward for Dino to come forward to time. Well intercepted by Dipo. Has really been serving well in the back line. Foul given by referee committed by David Ocon. Dino's four free kick. Dino's Sport seems to be looking deep and sharp up front, coming forward to play in this game. Much more pressure on the back line. Now they have opportunity to expose forward now, to run into space tonight. Not still the accurate pass to locate Xavier Tepa. It shouldn't be. But it's free kick even. In the sport club, surprisingly. The replay from the end again on the incident for which I'm not too satisfied with the referee decision, which I was expecting him to allow a player. There is going to be a call of attention on the player down at the moment for Sapphire. Is like trying to figure out where exactly he is. Half an hour of football played already. We still have no goal to separate these two sides. The match day 5 fixture of the TCCCUP' 26 season. The last group game. A decisive game that surely will determine and decide who finish as the runner-up behind the table topper in Group A, VOE. Finished gallantly well against Brilliant FC after cracking Brilliant by 4 goals to 1. They finished with 11 points over Bonnet. On midway there. There is a player still paying attention to against this tonight. From the other hand, from the Group B fixture between Dina Leamington and Atlantic Business is still 1 goal separating the two sides. Just scored inside 16 minutes. The man who was just introduced some minutes ago again is struggling for fitness tonight. There's a risk of entire players who have to go for physical fitness test after the whole year 2025. This injury crisis keep rising intensively, not just encouraging. Sec as well have to indulge himself part of that to make sure players go with much more physical test, medical test and fitness as well. Injury crisis not really on and off due to injury as well. midfielder now. Only 2 players expecting the cross. And it's safely grabbed by goalkeeper who is using his height as an advantage to win area balls. Go for another problem for tonight. Retrieve excellently whereby some teammates to get us back to possession of ball. Now for a time to attack forward. To promise pass, not actually given to Ijebu. Attack now. Well definitely by excellently done. Vital interception. Rightly needed. The clearance is to Fabian Sibanos. John Paul Johnson. Excellently retrieved. Perfectly done by Victor Dino. To clear it out, but still not the best clearance to the hands of the Dino, who retrieve basketball possession for themselves. Press it to the right inside now. Christian Ijebu with another cross. This may be dangerous. Still with Chinedu will have to drop back to assist the defenders. It's going to be for Sapphire throw. Dino Sport Club are preparing to make any substitutions as well, as they will be introducing Gerard Uzoma. The last taste of the game for the man who had done his own little part in this game with 35 minutes of action played. Samuel Obudu is making way for Gerard Uzoma up front. 10 minutes to play to the 4th for the 5. Not the little stoppage time. Who sees that effort to win still again with nothing to show. They're where they need to get things right in this game. Surely be deciding their fate. Johnson. Fabian Sibanos. Should be a fast throw. Referee will want to have some more to David Open again. The referee as well is putting that into pocket. So the referee is having to work with David Open to be very careful not to be put in this game. The captain of the side will have to show the leadership. Yellow card is finally shown to the right back of the Sport Club, Christian Ijebu. Perfectly done. promise. Feel the reaction and curiosity from the head coach of Dino. They need to just come and settle down now to increase the tempo of this game for the boys. The well-known coach, well exposed as well, the youngest serving coach for Dino's club as well. Known for a while now. The nationwide Lincoln campaign. The excellent experience. From the center forward, not rightly done. And now you rely to score goals for you in a kind of position like that. You expect him to do better. Not just a press strike of ball. With 5 minutes to still play. 5 minutes to still play as well from the other hand of the group. Big fixture between Beyond Limit and Atlantic with 40 minutes of action as well from the end. But it's still Beyond Limit 1. Atlantic Business no goal scoring side for 60 minutes of that game as well. Still separating these two sides. They still have as well 5 minutes to play from that end. We have 4 minutes to play before half time break as well from here. Back with Bashir Adams, with 2 players on the race if making the follow-up. So we need to do anything down for the back line over Dino, their heights, that's an advantage for them to win all area balls. Energetic, industrious, powerful, brilliant, promise Manabuchi. Always a proxy, a progress mindset. His name is really reflective of what he's so far. Promising to be positive. Wings back excellently by Ayuba. Wasted effort. Finally for a foul. They've really been touching hard mindset off from the race of they've not really been putting any kind of actions pushing for a goal in this game. There is down at the moment for the Dino Sport Club who is rolling down against the captain on the side. It's an over to have to go over to the commenting discussion with Christian Ijebu. For how long are we to wait for the return of Iloma Sunday? I guess Mr. Heme will answer the question after 19 to give info about one of the trusted centre back, that big man I call the new Discover Palmer attacker of Nigeria. Retrieved excellently by Emmanuel Ilesomi. very much, Ian, for fulfilling your promise. It's a long-awaiting picture. Remember for years, take a picture with Victor. One of the big name in the Nigerian football industry as a photojournalist. Known man for a very long time. Been in charge. Was part of the team that followed Ijebu United to relegation during their play in the Int'l. And have to just quit the relegation team to continue its full photojournalism with Dino Sport Club and some of the grassroots teams after being part of the big man, Tia, big name in football journalism, sorry, is another well-recognized man in photojournalism in Nigeria. We are already approaching half-time of this game with 44 minutes of football play. It's still goalless. There's still a little time to play before half-time for a possible goal before half-time break. Both sides are calmly hope to see how they can just possibly push wall. It's 1 minute of additional time shown by the fourth official. I say both still cramping up on it. 1 minute is shown by the fourth official to still play before half-time break with 45 minutes played already. They have no goal to still separate these two sides. Fabian Sivanov. That will be no problem and threat for goalkeeper Godwin. From hit of ball there from John Paul Johnson. No serious action so far all through this first 45 minutes from the both sides. With just two shots on target from the Dino Sport. One from the Reach to Fire. And still no breakthrough to separate these two sides. We're already approaching last action of this halftime. Good thinking there, that really comes so close. Sapphire just managed himself from the close down of the two centre back of the Dino Sport Club side. And just tips the ball out of the goalkeeper's head, not going directly into the back of the net. And that is a big relief. The Dino Sport Club who escaped that call out for a goal kick. And it's that to halftime break. It's no goal to separate these two sides, as both sides still not getting things right up front to just get themselves a needed goal in this game. A game that decides surely what their level and their position will be at the end of the 90 after confirming two other teams who had played their previous matches yesterday get their result and the job well done. To halftime break from this fixture from the Group A, match day 5 of the TCCCUP'. It is Sapphire 0, Dino Sport Club yet to score. And from the other hand, at the Remo Star Stadium between Beyond Limit and Atlantic Business. To halftime break, it's Beyond Limit 1, Atlantic Business 0. We'll see you for the second 45 minutes. Don't go anywhere. There is going to be a quick substitution before the start of the second half. It's going to be the introduction of the man I call the little magician, Musa. He's taking the place of Promise. It's the last stage of the game for Promise Omenka, who makes way for Musa Akifenwa. Second half works out better and good for Sapphire side. Pushing heavily towards having a better display of the second half. Right timing of football with a back of football feelings. There is a player down at the moment for the Dino Sport Club. Currently coming into the second half with fighting for the 3 points. Dino. Stretch as well for O'Connor. That's a big credit. Let's look at how it happens again. So the red corner, anyhow, we're exactly where all the recent player who didn't make any touch of impact. It was an own goal. There's a touch there from the FC player. Now the flip of the head into the back of the net. Daniel Ijebu on goal. Lack of communication of ball. Just a cheap goal conceded into his own net. What exactly was he thinking? Like a gift for Dino Sport Club. have to sending messages to themselves with the best of communication on the field. Seriously, I can just go. Seems to be split. Quickly away from that. Looks easy for the defender to move that recovery for Amber. There's no foul given. Since the referee, there is no foul given. Long throw there from a disappointing strike for the man looking to just put the ball into his own net. Considering the on-goal Daniel Ijebu for a time to respond perfectly well from that attack. Still a weak shoot. Back to the state of mind and get themselves back in this game. Now have to try to come himself forward. We want to Musa. Victor will have to make that heavy touch back to Godwin. First ball cleared by the goalkeeper this time. Headed out this time to July. No man up front as they have to arrive late to make it easy for better retrieval goal. Exchange ball to Dina, to be a foul. Good exchange of passes between Musa Akifewa and Dina Ayomide. It's a foul, wins a quick free kick. for Pac-Man to find this game as well. Creativity in the middle of the area so far for Sapphire in this game. For attack. Ball was captured by David O'Connor in the middle. Looking at the pressure as well from the right wing and left wing in the middle of the area to push attack for Sylvia and Chinedu. Nowhere to be found. Second win over Sapphire this season. Met for TCCCUP'26. Sapphire side lost to Dino by 4 goals to 2. Their second meeting now. Sapphire behind for the second series against Dino. Well recovered excellently. They have to settle for a draw. Victor wants to try a long ball in from his throw. Levi lost to the bad ball can. Heavy ball disappointing. Nothing to still show. Sapphire set up in the second half of this game. Not trying to get a good attack so far in this game. But they're going to see which way they qualify. If you have any change of tactics by launching heavy forward this time in the second half of this game, they still pushing with heavy hold. With 59 minutes of football played already. Fabian Sivano. Rolling into space this time. This flag is heavily smashed this time for goalkeeper just quickly sent forward by Robin as Miguel needs his teammate to react well off it. Challenge withdraw seen by referee. Defender surely will be going into the referee book. Next time, Joseph Ubong. That's a bunch of attack that says Joseph Ubong being booked by the referee. It's not a promising order of attack. It's a well deserved yellow. Free kick from the left reverse angle advantage. Sapphire, they're pushing now to bring themselves back in this game for the needed equalizer. They will surely be looking into their bench to possibly make some slight positive changes. A better reflection of the introduction. Set up a free kick. to make substitution any moment from now. As they are coming heavily into the second half of this game to push for a possible equalizer. The sec of the club as well in this belief in the sober mood. Can't still believe what is not behind at the moment. But they've already been playing from the inside of something this game. The side who has really struggled to have a single shot on target. They need to do more to have a better result, especially with a push of attack if they have to make a positive difference. Not really convincing to the end of the 2025. Sapphire I've watched years back during the last season campaign from the nationwide league. Well drive draw by goalkeeper, nothing to threaten goalkeeper. It's the last state of the game for Chinedu Ijebu as he makes way for Adams Ismail. Possible changes up front as well in this game. Ocon with a poor ball control. No threat on the midfielder. Decides to just lose out that cheaply. This might be dangerous. It goes just slightly wide. That was really, really close. Just below me, over half. Break it to beat. You can see the second goal. Just slightly miles away to the goal post. Good strike there from Henry Madabuko. Almost dagger to the heart of the Sapphire player and as well the fans watching this game live. Sapphire had not been spectacular in this game, I must be sincere with you. We're really watching a different Sapphire from the way they've really been playing several seasons. How will a defending champion approach games like this and just becoming a pretender? A free kick given. Quick one to the right hand side for Ahmed Ayuba. Not still the best ball sweeps in. Victor Bina has to overlap to join the attack up front, and he's still not the best follow-up from his own teammates. 66 minutes of football, 24 minutes to still play. There is a player down from the center circle for the Dino Sport Club. Trying to console the heart of the second at the moment. Push more into attack in this game as they are still seeing what can still possibly come out of this game. Sebi Tepa. Still heavily striking and disappointing inside the box 6 area. I was expecting a lower attempt of ball, still highly strike, heavily smash, and just off the crossbar it goes, no clear opportunity or utilize the game. That's the best chance of the game so far. It's still not well utilized by the Sapphire. Musa definitely not around at the moment. He stops all this time for another foul scene. Free kick it will be. Dina are preparing to make substitution. This time again it's going to be the introduction of Amos Adzu. And it's the last taste of the game for Daniel fingerprint. To report from the other hand, from the Group B fixture beyond limit at 2 goals ahead of Atlantic Business as the lead Atlantic Business by 2 goals to nil, according to information sent by Victor. Beyond limit and leading Atlantic Business at the moment by 2 goals to nil. And here, on goal from Dina gives Dino Sport Club a 1-goal advantage. 12 by John Paul Johnson. Mark heavily this time. Quick retreat. It's going to be a mark on the Sport Club advantage. Minutes away to 90 plus what the stoppage time will be before full time. Sapphire are behind surprisingly by a goal to nil through the own goal score to his own net by Ijebu. From the corner. He's going directly to goal! And the post to the rescue! How sweet that goal would surely have been if that is found in the back of the net. It's a well-taken free kick, spectacularly done, exceptionally done, magnificently done as well. It's the replay of that well-taken free kick. What a free kick. It's the post, it's not a goal. Free kick from Adamu Terugwa. It was going directly for goal, despite the stretch there with the whole full body from Godwin Azubogo, unable to touch that. That's the free kick again. And almost shook the heart of the Sapphire in this game that it's game over. It was going directly for goal, no fingertip from the goalkeeper. The post to the rescue, save Sapphire again. side. That should be a foul. They go for Risa Fire's advantage as they're acting quick forward up front. They're still well caught by the Dino Sport Cup. Sapphire should be aware, and they have to be called to order that time range running out with 74 minutes of football play for Dino as well to run the victory for the second time. This time they'll be meeting this season. Oh, what a hit! Oh, what a contest goal! This is absolutely beautiful! Adams Ismail with a rocket! What a sweet, sweet goal! Just sweet as you like! It's a well-deserved goal that is served to bring them back level in this game. And that surely will be one of the talking point goal of the match day 5. What a rocket, what a hit, and the substitute that surely makes the difference. It is unstoppable. No goalkeeper can stop that. What a thunder strike, it's a powerful, powerful thunder. And that is a well-deserved goal to bring this game back level, and we have to start all over again. What a well-deserved goal to bring this game back level, and a perfect job done by Adams Ismail, who was introduced in the second half of this game, and his introduction has a big impact in this game. There is a big shout there from the Risa Fire FC, appealing and calling for a penalty which the referee at the moment is not interested in. What a motivation that surely will be. Big encouragement it will be as well, that there is still hope of fighting for 3 points for Risa Fire. Swings it. Sexy back to Emmanuel. We'll have to try to relaunch another heavy ball forward now for you. Musa to chase. The clearance for Johnson Paul is going directly to goalkeeper's hand. A tackling of all. But this game is still widely open for these two sides to fight for the 3 points. Free kick. Right inside. Dino. Need to know how to deal with set pieces to Sapphire. Sapphire needs to be very careful with how they deal with set pieces, as they have to include their goalkeeper intervention as well. Free kick from the right reverse angle advantage, Dina Sport to possibly restore back the lead. What exactly is Promise Manabuchi thinking again? I keep saying they need to know how to deal with set pieces. There is another dangerous clearance there from Promise Manabuchi. I think they need to be called to order. They need to train themselves more on how set pieces are being worked out with. This time they survived that, thanks to the man who scored the equalizer, Adams Ismail. It was just a bullet. Goalkeeper unable to receive. Toriola Ahmed. The Adams Ismail thunder strike. Long going in. Not still the best touch there from Seven Tepa, who wants to release for Daniel Ijebu, but assistant referee sees the foul, which will be for Risa Fire FC's advantage. Time really running out for both sides with 7 to 8 minutes of football played already. On Victor Dina for Sapphire tricky. Young talented, promising face look. Victor Dina doing excellently well in the absence of the injured Iloma Sunday. You've seen the backline of the Sapphire in this game. Victor Dina, excellent display from the young talented boy. A lot of prospects to deliver. Time really given for the young boy. Spot free kick. The player down at the moment, which the referee will have to quickly call upon the minutes of the Dino Sport Club to attend to. That's a show that brings this game back lively again. From a thunderous and a heat of good release of bullet there from Adams Asmai, who put a joy to the face of the Sapphire fans and players on the bench, including Mr. Emil Victor, who celebrated the goal in a big way. Thanks to Adams Asmai, powerful rockets released well. Ten minutes to play. To 90 plus what the additional time will be. Left his corner. This Mr. Dino. Daniel. Oh, what a save! That is a top-class save, remarkably done by goalkeeper Toriola Ahmed. First time we see the back of a better reflection than from the goalkeeper. We reflected well to that save. How close was that to put the Sapphire first time in front in this game? Every touch there from goalkeeper. That is absolutely brilliant from goalkeeper. Good reflexes. Remarkably done by Toriola Ahmed. That is his first big save of the game so far. That's a top-notch save. We're still not done yet with 5 minutes to play. It's going to be for Dino Sport Club's corner. What an entertaining second half display from the both sides. If it ends this way, these two teams will finish second, third on the log table. 1 point ahead of Rock City and Imperial. That is enough to secure the next round ticket. Trying to have some more to eat. Joseph. It's been booked already, but I think the referee must be very careful not to receive the second yellow. Oh, the job there by Open. Has been brilliant in this game from the right wing display. Position now for the Dino Sport Club. To play tonight, see. A deadly time for any of these two teams to concede. It was a man who was close to score from that left wing, from the wall-taking free kick which hit the post. He's having another time to strike for goal from this range. Tarugua wants another opportunity to be well taken, and this time around he goes wide with no threat on goalkeeper Godwin Azubudu. He was close to score from the left reverse angle from that well taken free kick earlier, and this time the free kick knocked rightly struck by Adamu Tarugua. You have to be very careful pronouncing such kind of names. We're 2 minutes away tonight. Another yellow card is shown by referee to the Dino Sport Club player. Both sides should just be satisfied with the scoreline. It's enough for them to progress to the next round. It's the second yellow and it's off this game. Talking about how careful it should be. Tian responded. Right. You have to go over to complain to the center referee, not yet. There is going to be a call of attention on the center referee to decide what happened next. From the head coach of the Dino Sport Club, who is still asking questions on what really happened. 8 to 9 minutes played already. It's his last stage of the game, receiving second yellow. Joseph Uban. You have to be shut up. The head coach aware time up already, 90-minute play. We are waiting for what the additional time of this game will be. Well, this is going to be 3 minutes of additional time. Amra Ayuba. Game still not done yet. Or a possible late winner in this game. Sapphire are now pushing heavily forward now to get the late winner. Amra Ayuba, who wants to try a long one in. Next 3 minutes of additional time shown by the fourth official. Referee will want the player being shown the red card to see with the fans and seats. Uban. Joseph. Uban Joseph will finish the remainder of his game. Will finish the remainder of this game as well with the fans and seats. Back entrance is there from the centre back. To the fourth official. For Dino Sport, there was a last touch of ball there from the Dino player. To be fully concentrated. Well clear to this corner by Hamda. Daniel. Play forward now. He wants to launch the last attack before full time. No way given. Both sides are now pushing for points in this game. They are aware. It is a point that is enough for them to get to the next round of the TCCCUP Cup. We'll see you next year for the TCCCUP Cup continuation. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. It's the end of the TCCCUP Cup. We'll see you for the next round of this competition next year. Godwin will have to come to play. 92 minutes of football play. Godwin must be careful not to play with fire. Foul is saying for Dino Sport Club free kick. They have to get these points in a hard way, but that doesn't matter. It's a point they will surely celebrate like a victory because they were behind already by a goal. A big thanks to the substitute Adams Ismahi who gave them that lifeline hope with a powerful rocket. .93-minute play. This may be the last kick of this game. A point shared enough for these two side qualification. Referee is still not interested in putting an end to this game. Still want little action before full time. 93 plus plays. Dino Sport Club are trying to while away time with the introduction of Abubakar Abdul Rashid. I wonder why the substitution is not needed at this time. It's 94-minute play. He's trying everything possible to just keep this 1 point. It's going to be the introduction of Abubakar Abdul Rashid. It's the last days of the game for the man who have been fantastic in this game as well, Henry Madabuko. Referee is still not pleased to put his game to an end. He keeps checking on his watch, and that is that point shed. A well-deserved one for Sapphire. Thanks to Adams Ismail, late strike. Get them the point, actually secure them the next round ticket of the TCCCUP'26 season. Big celebration from the two coaches who are surely a dry right advanced to the next round. They surely confirm, authorize, stamp their qualification to the next round of the TCC Cup. And that is another big win for both coaches. See you next year for the continuation of the TCC Cup. But there is a game in hand next weekend from the TCC League. We say thank you very much for being there for the 90 minutes of full forward. This football has been much more entertaining in the second half. Big congratulations to both sides who had played excellently well all through second 45 minutes. And at the end of this game, a point share, it's full-time result. Sapphire FC 1, Dino Sport Club 1. We'll see you next year for the TCC Cup continuation. Thank you very much everybody for being here. Bye for now. From Group A after the end of the 90 minutes of this great clash. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, welcome to Dipo Stadium here in Ijebu, the home soil of this all right to side who are sharing this ground as their home soil for the TCC League campaign. But it's another. There is a lot to be answered about the absence of Bidemi in this game. The game that really matters to decide how the log of the table this day. It's a dangerous one. Ijebu, chance to score, and that is not just the right of a backheel pass to locate it. It's next straight to Torilla Ahmed. And the diving as well is accurately done by goalkeeper. Good taking from the midfielder now. Only two players expecting the cross. And it's safely grabbed by goalkeeper who is using his height as an advantage. Go forward to attack now. Not dirty the bad, excellently done. Vital intercept. Promise. not rightly done from the Sapphire. And still no breakthrough to separate these two sides. We're already approaching last action of this halftime. Good thinking there, that really comes so close. Exchange ball to do not have to be a foul. Rolling to space this time. Teammate to react well offering. Reflection of the introduction. Positive difference, not really convincing to the end of the 2025. Sapphire I've watched years back, even in the last season campaign from the nationwide league as well in this game. Ocon with a poor ball control. No threat on the midfielder. Decide to just lose out that chippy. This might be dangerous! And what can still possibly come out of this game? Sevi Tepa. Time will be before full time. Sapphire are behind surprisingly by a goal to nil through the own goal score to his own net by Ijebu. On the corner. He's going directly for goal! Order that high range running out with 74 minutes of football play for Dino as well to run the victory for the second time. They've been meeting this season. Oh, what a hit! Oh, what a contact! Musa Dipo. This way, these two teams will finish second, third on the log table. 1 point ahead of Rock City and Imperial. Surely a dry right advance to the next round, then surely confirm, authorize, stamp their qualification to the next round of the